103-year-old Irma Daniel lives in the quiet New Jersey suburb of Bayonne. But she can clearly remember the year 1938, when she and her husband climbed aboard the ocean liner SS New Amsterdam along with their 5-year-old son, embarking on a trip from Amsterdam to Hoboken, New Jersey that had nothing to do with leisure.
It's only one answer, Adolf Hitler. The only answer I can give you.
Irma, the eldest child of Gustav and Sophie Daniel, grew up in Koblenz, Germany. As a young woman, she took care of her father's sack manufacturing business. Her comfortable life continued after she married Norbert Daniel and had their son Gary. But the Nazi regime would put an end to life as they knew it, taking away their livelihood and replacing it with fear for their well-being.
It was already so bad that we were too glad to get out. Was no regret or anything. The regret was that we had to leave people behind and they perished in a concentration camp.
Among those who died were Norbert's parents and twin sister Ellie, and many of Irma's extended family. Despite these painful losses, Irma's fierce independence and determination to care for her son helped her to look forward.
I knew exactly in advance what I have to do in America. I knew I had to go to work. I knew that I had to take any kind of work, whether I wanted or not.
I did all kinds of things. I scrubbed the floors.
Irma took a job as a housekeeper, and in exchange, her family was able to live in the home's tiny attic apartment.
That meant I took care of the house, I could take care of my child, and my husband could go to work. This was for us a fantastic beginning.
It was this kind of practical and positive outlook that led to more jobs and a long and successful career selling women's clothing. Irma worked well into her 80s. Irma still lives in her own home, where she gets regular visits from her son, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. She remains very active in the community.
Good morning, everyone.
At a weekly discussion group held at a nearby Jewish community center, the topic is forgiveness.
One cannot always stay an enemy. You cannot, that's impossible.
Next stop, lunch at the Broadway Diner.
So, with other words, I better buy a computer?
Better buy a computer. Then you'll stay another 25 years.
Back home, Irma gives a tour, waters her plants,
Okay.
and volunteers to demonstrate some of her favorite exercises. Irma suspects her good health and longevity are due to genetics and a nutritious diet going back to her childhood.
I feel that my mother was ahead of her time because she always said, you've got to eat your vegetable, you've got to eat your vegetable.
Irma's interest in longevity led her to join the Longevity Genes Project at Albert Einstein College of Medicine, led by researcher Nir Barzilai.
The goal of this longevity gene study is to understand how centenarians live so long. What is it in their genetic makeup that allows them to get to this age and be healthy at this age?
I think it's wonderful to get that old and have all your faculties.
In fact, Nir and his team have found several mutations or variants in genes that seem to allow centenarians to keep their faculties and protect them from age-related diseases, including Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes.
And then what we need to do is to apply that to a strategy that will lead to the development of drugs that could imitate those genes and maybe allow the rest of us to live longer and healthier.
As for Irma, she believes her own strategy of working hard over the years has kept her healthy and engaged.
Work. I think work is the best thing for not getting old.